my God, what am I doing?
Manslaughter, grand theft auto.
Do you know what it's like to wait your whole life to meet someone? Someone who finally gives your life meaning?
You can still die. You're not Wolverine.
Wow, that hurt!
The movie begins in the city of San Diego, where a man named Nathan Kane works as an assistant manager at a credit trust union. He's a gentle and introverted guy. One morning, like any other day, he wakes up, has a smoothie for breakfast, and heads to work. At his office, you can notice that the doorknobs and sharp pencils are all covered for safety.
Here at San Diego Trust Credit Union, we have family members.
Yeah, big time.
Yes.
Yeah.
The day hardworking union members get to turn theirs tomorrow, we put the trust.
Nice, powerful.
Yeah, back to work.
Back to work.
Nathan can't help but stare at her without realizing it. Later, an elderly client named Earl comes to Nathan. After the death of his wife, Earl has fallen behind on debt payments. Nathan tells him that if this continues, they'll have to foreclose, and he might lose both his house and his shop. But to help him, Nathan offers to delay the paperwork until Christmas, so at least he can keep his house for now. Earl is very thankful and says that even after spending 50 years with his wife, it still feels like they were only together for a few days. Because when you're in love, time just flies. These words really touch Nathan's heart. After that, Nathan is making himself some coffee when Sherry sneaks up behind him and surprises him.
Hey, Nate.
Hey.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
sorry.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You actually don't. You don't have to. I'm good. I'll take care of it. I have to go. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Sherry. Hey. Hi.
I feel like I at least owe you like a new shirt.
Oh, this shirt? No.
Well, maybe I could take you to lunch.
Sorry, I brought mine today, so
Are you sure?
I'm okay.
Let me know.
Hey. I'm in.
During lunch, Sherry orders cherry pie, and Nathan gets a milkshake. She tells him that the cherry pie at this place is the best, but Nathan still doesn't order it for himself. When the pie arrives, Sherry insists that he try it, but he keeps refusing. Eventually, he opens up and tells her that he has a rare congenital condition that makes him unable to feel pain or temperature. He recalls a childhood incident at an aquarium where he once stepped on a nail and his shoe filled with blood without him even realizing it. Doctors had told him he wouldn't live long, but he says he's already outlived their predictions.
Just do it.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I have a genetic disorder. It's called SEPA. It affects my nervous system, so I can't feel pain. Couldn't feel that.
You're a superhero.
No, yeah.
But does that really mean that you can't have just like little bite of this pie?
No.
Listen, if anything goes wrong, I'm right here. Remember, chew softly. Yep. Uh-huh.
This is pie? Yeah. This is pie. Pie's good.
Sherry hints that she wants to see him again at night and asks what he's doing later. That night, Nathan tells his online gaming friend Roscoe that Sherry has invited him to her art gallery, but he doesn't plan to go. However, Roscoe convinces him not to miss the opportunity, reminding him how long he's been obsessed with her. Nathan eventually goes and is impressed by Sherry's paintings. She shares that her inspiration comes from her therapy group. Over drinks, she opens up about her childhood and how she kept moving between cities until she was adopted, but her foster family was never really welcoming. So, after turning 18, she started living on her own. While they're talking, a man recognizes Nathan and calls him by his old nickname, Novocaine. Nathan explains that this guy used to be his high school fellow who, along with others, took advantage of his disability and beat him up.
Novocaine? It is you! I thought you'd be dead by now.
I'm not.
Yeah. Just like old times, huh?
Just then, Nathan's watch alarm goes off, and he excuses himself again. When Sherry asks why, he explains that he has to use the washroom at regular intervals because he can't feel sensations, and his bladder could burst. At his home, she notices he reads a lot of books, including ones about first aid. As they get intimate, she starts exploring his tattoos. He tells her that he made those tattoos himself to describe one of his fantasies, though a part on his chest is still incomplete. While doing so, Nathan also notices scar marks on Sherry's body. She explains that everyone has fought their own battles in life. Then, she starts kissing him, and they spend the night together. The next morning, Nathan heads to work, feeling happier than ever. But things take a dark turn when three men dressed as Santa Claus enter the building and attempt to rob the vault.
Do exactly as we say, and you'll all live to open up your presents.
Open the vault.
I won't be able to open it in time.
Open the vault.
I won't do it. I asked nicely.
You saw my face.
Say the numbers.
Have it your way.
Wait, wait. 01, 32, 26.
To me. Here we go. Guns on the ground. Okay.
Simon and his partner Andre leave with Sherry in one car, and the third robber, Ben, drives off in another. Nathan regains consciousness, finds an injured police officer, and helps him by tying a belt around his leg. He then grabs the officer's gun and car and decides to go after the robbers.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
I'm going fast.
Get on the highway.
I want to stay there. He needs our help.
No, shit! Out of the way!
Look, man, I don't want any trouble. I just want to know where Sherry is.
You ever fired a gun before?
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, man, I don't want to fight, okay?
I am so sorry.
Come here!
Look, I still feel like we can get what we want here.
Hey, last chance.
Hey, man, you okay?
Nathan then takes Ben's phone and finds a message revealing his partner's location, which is at his workplace. He also takes a picture of Ben's tattoo and contacts Roscoe to help trace the tattoo artist. Meanwhile, the police arrive at the robbery scene. Detectives Mincy and Coltrane suspect that Nathan might be involved with the robbers.
The assistant manager. He stole a cruiser and followed the gunman.
Could be a double cross.
Okay, thank you, officer.
Thank you.
We need to get a file on that assistant manager. Quick.
At the same time, Nathan visits Earl's store and uses his tools to cut out the bullet from his body. He then seals the wound with superglue and injects himself with an EpiPen to stay conscious. Elsewhere, the detectives arrive at Ben's death scene and suspect Nathan. Coltrane says Nathan doesn't even have a criminal or traffic ticket history, so they're confused how he could commit a murder. Mincy decides to call Nathan, and contrary to Coltrane's expectations, he answers. At that time, Nathan is on his way to meet the tattoo artist, Zeno, after Roscoe's lead. Mincy tells him to leave it to the police and return the money, but Nathan says he doesn't care about the money. He's only doing this to save Sherry. For the first time, he found someone in life he truly cared about, and he doesn't want to lose her. When Mincy relates Sherry to her own daughter, Nathan says if her daughter were kidnapped, she'd also do everything possible to save her. Meanwhile, the call gets traced, but Mincy allows Nathan to do what he wants. Soon after, Nathan reaches Zeno's place and enters under the pretense of getting a tattoo. When Zeno asks him about it, Nathan lies, saying he wants a tattoo like his friends, and shows him a picture of Ben's tattoo.
I was just looking to get a tattoo.
What's happening with your hand?
Oh, psoriasis. I have a buddy of mine, and he got this awesome tattoo.
You know Ben.
Ben. Speaking of Ben, is he still working at the same place?
Ben doesn't talk about work.
About Ben, you know his last name, right?
Yeah.
How would you think it's pronounced? You're gonna love this. Just say his last name.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Take your time.
You know?
Tell me everything you know about Ben. Okay, please don't make me do this.
Okay.
Hey, just give me his name. Just give me his name.
Stop, Ben.
Hey there, Chad. It's Nate over at San Diego Trust. His name is Ben Clark. He did serve in the military. Does that narrow it down? Okay, shoot. North Tower Lane. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. Go Padres.
Back at the base, Andre is growing concerned that his brother Ben still hasn't returned. Simon tries to calm him, saying everything will be fine, but Sherry cuts in and expresses her frustration. To lighten her mood, Simon offers her gummies, but she isn't interested. That's when it's revealed that Sherry was always part of the robbery plan. Her job was to seduce Nathan and extract the vault code from him, but she didn't get enough time. She's angry because killing Nigel wasn't part of the plan, but Simon doesn't care and tells her to relax.
You promised nobody would get hurt.
It's the heat of battle, Cher. Shit.
You did not have to kill Nigel.
He was a Nigel, too, wasn't he? Nigel. But if you were able to get that vault code out of Loverboy, everyone would be alive right now. Those are disgusting, by the way.
On the other hand, Nathan reaches Ben's house. After entering, he begins exploring but triggers a tripwire. He senses something is wrong, and when he looks back, he finds a mace stuck in his back. He carefully removes it and continues searching the house. In the kitchen, he notices a picture on the refrigerator, but that triggers another tripwire, and a crossbow arrow hits him in the leg. Meanwhile, Andre is still worried about Ben and decides to check his house. Nathan becomes more cautious and enters a room where he finds Ben's work jacket. From that, he learns where Ben used to work. As he's about to leave, he triggers a snare trap and ends up hanging upside down. He pulls out his phone from his pocket to call his friend Roscoe, barely managing not to drop it, and asks him for help. Though reluctant at first, Roscoe eventually agrees to come in 10 minutes after Nathan begs and says he's his only friend. Around the same time, Andre also arrives at the house and finds Nathan hanging in the room. Nathan tries to pretend he's just a random burglar who chose this house by chance and apologizes. But his lie fails when Andre notices Ben's address tattooed on Nathan's hand.
Whoa, hey, hold on. Hey, let's just talk about this.
You killed my brother.
Just make it quick. There's no need to draw this out.
Back in Special Forces, it was always to try and get some information.
Oh, no, stop it. Oh! No, not the pliers. Please, not the pliers. Wow, that hurt. That one hurt the most.
I'm gonna keep your eyes in a jar on my man.
Before he died, he said, tell him that Mom and Dad always loved you the most. Wait, no, please don't. Please. Didn't you say that you were 6'5" and that you looked like Jason Momoa?
I said I kinda look like Jason Momoa.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will stay alive, I promise.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Yeah, that's right, bitch! Oh, God! Oh!
What'd you set a timer for?
It was for your ETA.
A while later, police detectives arrive at the scene. Roscoe advises Nathan to turn himself in, but Nathan believes that by the time the police arrest and question him, he'll lose Sherry. So they come up with a plan. The police outside ask Nathan to come out. Suddenly, someone wearing a helmet rushes out and tries to escape on Roscoe's scooter, but the cops quickly catch up and stop him. It is then revealed that it was actually Roscoe wearing Nathan's clothes to trick them. When the detectives kick him, he says he'll tell them where Nathan is headed if they agree to stop kicking him. Meanwhile, Nathan reaches the robber's base. Inside, Simon decides they'll have to leave without Andre, but at the last moment, Sherry changes her mind and says she no longer wants to go with him. Simon tries to convince her, but she says she doesn't want to be part of their dirty business anymore. Hearing this, Simon picks up his gun and loads it, but just then, Nathan arrives and holds Simon at gunpoint, ordering him to drop the gun. Simon obeys, but when he finds out Nathan is Sherry's boyfriend, he reveals the harsh truth. He says the girl Nathan had been chasing was actually his sister and had always been part of their group. She never loved Nathan. Nathan is shocked. Sherry tries to deny it, but Simon says she's lying.
Oh, you thought that she had feelings for you.
Nate,
You're pointing the gun at the wrong bank robber, dude. You should be shooting her. Get yourself to the urgent care and just... I'll give it to you, bank boy. You can take a punch.
Stop!
What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing? Go, take the money and go. I'm gonna stay with him.
You're gonna stay with that guy?
Yeah.
Fine.
Got him!
The police then arrest
good thing we're
Sherry,
here to
and
save
emergency
his ass.
services take Nathan away in an ambulance. They handcuff his hand to the stretcher. It turns out Roscoe helped the police track them. Later, as Detective Mincy is about to take Sherry away, Simon suddenly opens fire, killing Coltrane and badly injuring Mincy. Sherry runs for cover. Simon then shoots the ambulance driver and drives away with the ambulance. Sherry returns to Mincy and takes the police car keys to chase Simon. Mincy refuses to unlock her handcuffs, but Sherry has already stolen her keys.
Sorry.
Mincy then points a gun at her and demands to go along. With no other option, Sherry takes her with her, along with Roscoe, who is also in the car. On the way, Sherry says she knows Simon is heading to a pier where a boat is waiting to pick them up. Meanwhile, Nathan regains consciousness inside the ambulance and realizes Simon is driving. To free himself, Nathan tries to reach an oxygen tank. Simon notices him. Nathan then quickly dislocates his thumb and frees his hand. As Simon tries to shoot him, the bullet misses, and the gun falls near Nathan. Nathan picks it up and tries to shoot Simon in the head, but the bullets run out and he falls backward due to Simon's reckless driving. Then, Nathan sees a defibrillator. Picks it up, he shocks both himself and Simon, causing the ambulance to crash and flip over. A while later, Nathan wakes up and tries to get out of the ambulance, but Simon is already at the door.
Feel this.
Sometime later, Nathan wakes up in a hospital. His friend Roscoe, standing nearby, tells him that he had been in a medically induced coma. He had multiple fractures, a heart attack, burns, and a brain hemorrhage. But somehow, miraculously, he survived. A little while later, Mincy arrives and tells him that instead of a long prison sentence, he has been given 6 months of house arrest and 5 years of probation because he saved the life of the cop whose car he took to chase after Sherry. 1 year later, after making a full recovery, he visits Sherry, who is near the end of a short sentence for her part in the robbery. They share a cherry pie as it is their first date anniversary. Nathan also shows her his now completed tattoo. As the guard warns them about doing anything sexual, Sherry is taken back to her cell while Nathan smiles and keeps chewing his pie. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and if you did, then please subscribe, like, and share for more awesome recaps like this. And as always, thank you very much for watching.